Hi, I'm Sarah McNally.
And I'm Rory
And we run the cafe here at McNally Family Farm. McNally Family Farm is an organic vegetable farm in North County Dublin. We specialise in seasonal produce and we sell directly to customers through farmers markets and through our farm shop here.
We change the menu seasonally, so keeping up on what's on the farm at the moment and trying to highlight pretty much all the hard work that goes back there.
We try to cook it in different ways you wouldn't at home to promote like the veg and show you how to use it, not in a traditional sense. I personally love Easter. It welcomes in just a load more colour. It's great to see all the blooms starting. It's when all the seedlings around the farm are starting to come up. We loved the tableware collection from Oriana B as it celebrates the colour of spring.
The tableware really highlights the natural colours in our food and it really pulls together like the Easter table.
At Oriana B, incorporating colour into our interiors is such an essential part of what we do. So we wanted to bring that to the Easter table. As a country girl myself, I love this time of year when all of the blooms are coming out, there's so many flowers, everything's very green, very lush, and we wanted to bring that into our Easter tables. I really wanted to find a collaboration between what we do at Oriana B and their beautiful produce here in McNally's and their wonderful recipes.
So the first recipe is rhubarb syrup. So you want to just top and tail your rhubarb and chop it, add in your water into a pot and pop in your chopped rhubarb, allow it to simmer, let it go soft and kind of a bit mushy, and then just turn off your heat, put it to the side and let it cool for about a half hour. Weigh out your sugar and get your star anise and your orange peel. After 30 minutes when your rhubarb is infused, you can just strain. You can get this syrup then, pop in your sugar and your star anise and orange and bring that to a gentle simmer and then let it cool a little before bottling it.
There's a lovely cocktail you can do. It's basically a gin sour. So replacing the sugar syrup in a gin sour with rhubarb, it's essentially 2 ounces of gin, 1.5 ounces like fresh lemon juice, and then 1 ounce of the rhubarb syrup and an egg white. And then once that's dry shaked, add in the ice, give it a good shake, and then strain into a glass.
The root veg Wellington we made as a vegetarian main course one time, but it became the big star of the show. You just top and tail and peel your veg, pop it into a baking tray with a squeeze of lemon juice, some garlic, and a bit of rapeseed oil and salt, and roast that in the oven for about 30 minutes at 180. When that's done and cooling, you can move on to your cabbage. Take the main stem out, as this will be hard to fold, and put it into boiling salted water, and then after a couple of minutes pop that into cold water. Once these are in their cold water, you can move on to the mushrooms. Dice an onion and garlic, get that sauteing on your pan with some butter, and then finally slice up your mushrooms. Throw them into your pan and just let that saute down. Give it a good season. Pop it into your food processor once it's cooled and blitz it. That's all the elements for your Wellington. So you'll get a sheet of pastry, put it onto a well-floured surface, roll it out a little more just to extend the edges. Once that's done, in the center you can put your blanched cabbage leaves, pop on your mushroom pate, and then you pile up your root veg, and then it's just a simple method of tuck and roll. So wild garlic pesto, wild garlic is in season at the moment in Ireland. The season lasts quite long, so you'll definitely get an opportunity to make it. Toast some sunflower seeds first until nice and golden on a separate pan. Get your washed wild garlic into your food processor, then pop your sunflower seeds and then blitz until fine. Add in your lemon juice and your salt and just blitz that while pouring in some rapeseed oil until your desired consistency. Your wild garlic gratin, it goes really well on the Easter table. Pairs really well with any food, basically. I love gratin.
Especially the roast lamb.
Yeah, gratin goes really well with roast lamb. So for potato gratin, bring your milk and cream up to a gentle simmer. Add in your sliced potatoes. Let that thicken a little. It should take about 5 to 6 minutes. Pop in a couple of tablespoons of wild garlic pesto and then let that thicken once more for another couple of minutes before putting it into your baking dish and topping it with some grated Gruyere cheese.
So next we have the kale salad, and this one's a nice one to add to the table as well because it's just something more refreshing. What we do basically, we strip the kale from the stem. You're adding olive oil, lemon juice, and a bit of salt, and you are massaging that into the leaves, basically massaging the kale leaves to break down the fibers in it so it's easier to digest. And on the side then you're toasting some seeds, sesame and pumpkin. Once they're toasted, you can add that in with the kale, give it a good toss, give it a taste, and if it needs more seasoning, season away.